Come here. Oh yeah, you're not gonna believe this. MESA has been buffed so hard right now. She is 10 times stronger than she ever was. You get some people coming in, but hey, Nightmare, what makes you say that? Well, simple. The new update, the new companion mods, the companion rework, and of course, some interesting features. Let's get to it. So simple thing, MESA's all about her regulators and them doing a bunch of damage. So the go-to is usually just building for a lot of fire rate, crit chance, crit damage. The go-to. That's still the same, but I've added some synergy here to improve on her playstyle, making her very active and having her deal a heck ton of damage. I didn't want to cuss. That's only reserved for Twitch. By the way, you should go check out my Twitch. We stream every week. Have fun with some other games as well. As you can see in the arsenal, I have finally maxed out my Tau Forge reserves. Full on red Tau Forge to give me that 187.5% crit chance. I've min-maxed this build to optimize its damage potential, survivability, and usability in Steel Path. If you haven't seen my other MESA videos, do go check those out. I explain how she works, but to keep it simple, we're just going to do some quick rundowns here because this is an updated version of the build I released recently. So let's start off with the Helminth ability. Nourish. What does Nourish do? Well, it gives you a viral elemental damage multiplier on all your weapons. And yes, that's also including her regulators, as those are weapons. But the most important thing about Nourish is the energy multiplier, because this is a negative efficiency build. You have noticed right there we have 45 efficiency. So Nourish will improve all of our energy income from all sources. So you never have to worry about energy if there are enemies to kill. Additionally, this is also using companion mods to buff her damage. To understand this better, let's take a look at our companion. Introducing Her Royal Highness, Princess Fluffybutt, the Adarza Kavat. For those who know what the Adarza does, good for you. But for those who don't, let's check it out. Cat's Eye is the main thing she's known for, because every 20 seconds, you get a crit chance buff that lasts for 10 seconds. This is not any crit chance buff, it is a flat crit chance, meaning it is a flat increase that is applied after your modded value. And I'm pairing this up with Tech Enhance to increase its duration slightly. Since we've got some crit chance here, let's increase our crit damage by a little bit. And that's where we have Tenacious Bond. The first bit is useless. We don't care about that. Headshot, no. We're looking at the second bit. If the companion's critical chance is over 50%, you gain 1.2 times final critical damage multiplier. Yeah, you can tell. I'm building up. That's not all. So, how do we get our crit chance over 50%? Simple. We have Bite. That is some BDE right there. Anyway, that's not all. Because MESA not only needs some crit chance and crit damage, but she also requires a little bit of fire rate juice. And that's where we have Reinforced Bond. Ugh, it's building up even more. I can feel it. If the companion exceeds 1,200 maximum shields or overshields, you gain 60% fire rate on all your weapons. I see some nerds trying to put on their glasses going, but Nightmare, you only have 619 shields. How could you possibly get 1,200 shields? I want you to pay close attention. Look at my companion shields. Don't look at me. I know I'm pretty, but look at the shields real quick. That's right. And now we have 60% fire rates. Lord, it's growing. I can feel it. Whew. So now we've just increased crit chance, some crit damage, and some fire rate. What more could she possibly need? More. Why would you even ask that? More, of course. And that's where I'll bring you to secondary Outburst. But nightmare. That's on a second. What is that? What is that? What is that? What does it do? Let's read it together, shall we? I'm gonna put my nerd glasses back on. Anyway, on swapping to secondary weapon, consumes all combo multipliers to increase secondary weapon critical chance and critical damage by 20% per combo consumed. With this current feature, this applies to MESA. Now, I'm saying this is a feature currently that applies to MESA. You know what will happen soon, right? But that doesn't mean she's gonna lose out much in damage. But for now, enjoy the feature. And then you're gonna get some people. Now you expect me to use melee as MESA? This is a dookie video. I didn't come here for this. What if I told you you didn't even have to touch your melee? Say what now? Exactly. What do you mean by that? What melee are we using? Well, ceramic dagger incarnate. You see, we have this little evolution here called gun and blade. It states on primary kill, +1 initial combo stacks up to 100%. We also have 20 initial combo from adept reflexes. People are just gonna rush in now. Why, you said we're not gonna use a melee. Now we want to use a primary as MESA to kill? That's stupid. But wait, what if you can activate that buff without using a primary weapon? I love features. That's 16 stacks from killing with MESA. You see where we're going with this? Do you see where we're going with this? Oh yeah. So let's take a look at each of these builds. Starting off with MESA. In the aura, I have Combat Discipline. This damages my health when I kill enemies and heals allies. But why would you use this? Well, because it damages our health to give us another crit chance increase. Boy, this is a flat crit chance increase. I know, right? It brings a tear to my eye. Strength at 243% with Blind Rage and Umbral Intensify. Why do we need so much strength? Well, for one, to increase the multipliers on Nourish. However, that's not all. It boosts our damage on Regulators, allowing us to forego modding any base damage on them. That's right. We have a 3.64 times damage increase right there. How can we possibly make her Regulators do even more damage aside from buffing her crits and giving her more elemental damage multipliers? We'll get to that. Duration at 207% with Prime Continuity, Constitution, and Augur Massage. This duration is of course here to keep up our buffs from Nourish, Shooting Gallery, and Shatter Shield. However, increasing our duration also reduces the energy consumed every second when we have our Peacekeepers active. As you can see, we have negative efficiency, but 207% duration. This decreases our energy drain from 15 to 11.23. Equilibrium is here for healing and energy. Because we have so much energy income thanks to Nourish, what happens when we're max energy? Well, we convert energy pickups into health, which heals us when we lose health from Combat Discipline. And of course, if we have a lot of health, we also get energy in return. Vice versa. Rolling Guard for our damage and vulnerability phases after a dodge roll and cleanses us of status effects. And finally, Arcane Velocity, because if you don't have this on MESA, if you're using R4, I don't know what you're doing. This is a huge DPS increase. Moving on to her Regulators. Since we have all that damage thanks to the strength, instead of modding for base damage like Hornet Strike or Galvanized Shot, I've opted to go with a faction damage mod. I love what DE did here with the recent changes. Now it's actually shown as a multiplier. Good job, DE. Love it. This is a damage multiplier against the faction you're up against. Pretty damn good, right? We have our crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, and fire rate. You gotta have that fire rate in there. It's the crazy DPS. She needs to hit fast, hit hard and fast. I know that looks funny, but that's exactly what she does, but even faster. And we're modding this for corrosive. Raw, corrosive damage, and we have viral from Nourish. Now, what do I use to get shields on my companion? Simple. I just got a Gorgon here, bunch of fire rates, and tactical reload. Shoot weapon swap, and that's it. It reloads. Amalgam Serration is just there for the sprint speed. This is our Epitaph used to prime enemies. Basically debuff them with corrosive and viral so they take more damage from my regulators. Modded for corrosive and heat. And with the ceramic dagger incarnate, not only do we get 7 initial combo, you can also increase that initial combo by simply putting corrupt charge and covert lethality. This takes it to 9 times initial combo, and everything else is here for utility. And my focus school is going to be Zeneric. This is so good and synergizes really well with Nourish. Additional energy orb pickup, Wellspring, energy regen over time, and Hardened Wellspring to give us that increase in strength when we cast our abilities within the Wellspring. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Giga buffed Mesa. Have fun, use it, destroy Steel Path, because good God, it shreds everything. It's so good. Anyway, folks, that has been it from me. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Warframe content, streams, and so much more. Do refer to the description. Seriously, read the description. People always ask, hey, what song are you using? What? Description. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, peace. Bye-bye now. Take care. Have a good one.